तो यार एक काफ़ी important issue create हुआ है all the people who were basically going to the Mumbai consulate, right? Recently they went to the Mumbai consulate for their US visa interview. There was a major issue that was created over here, and I want to talk to you guys about that. I'm sure that some of you guys already know what was happening, but this was only with the applicants who got to the consulate and they found out that the interview will not be held at the Mumbai consulate. Now, let me tell you why that happened. This happened with a couple hundred people, not just a few dozen people also. It's a couple hundred people that it happened with. See, but before I begin anything, I want to give you some context. Look at the website of the official US Travel Docs team, and what they have mentioned over here is that the interview embassy consulate that you select at the beginning of the form DS-160 can be different from the consulate where you schedule the interview appointment. That means if you select, let's say in your DS-160 you select the location as New Delhi, okay, you select it as New Delhi and then you go on to book an appointment slot for Mumbai, that is completely okay. You can do that, and this is mentioned on the official website that you can interview at, let's say, Mumbai, Chennai, or wherever you want after selecting New Delhi in the DS-160, and this is just a reference, right? You could do something like you could select Kolkata and then you could go to Mumbai. You could select Chennai and then you can go to Delhi. All of that is possible basically, and that's possible because they have mentioned it explicitly over there. And they've mentioned as long as you are basically going to a consulate located within India, that is good enough. You can go to any of the 5 consulates. Alright, so that is the clarification, and that's basically what they have mentioned officially, right? Officially on their website. And since last year, I would say if not if not 3,000, I would say at least 2,500 plus applicants that we have sent, they have probably done this, and that's completely been okay, right? No one has faced this issue as such that, look, I can't even interview simply because my DS-160 location is different than my interview location. But this time they actually did something like that, and whether you should be worried or not is exactly what this video is about. Let me actually show you right over here. All right, so what happens is one of the people that we were working with also, and some of the other people, hundreds of people, like I said, right, they went in to the Mumbai consulate on a particular day in the last 1 week only. I'm not going to name the date and everything, right? They went in, and what happened was they were given this notice that, look, dear applicant, greetings from the US Consulate General in Mumbai. Please be advised that due to a systems issue, and this is basically, they were saying that it's a technical issue, all right, that is beyond our control. We're not able to control this issue. We don't know what's going on. You will be manually scheduled an appointment at the US consulate or embassy, and the embassy is written over here. That's New Delhi. So this person now has to go to Delhi to basically interview, all right. They, of course, flew down to Mumbai. They went to Mumbai, and of course they had to basically wait in the line, and then later on they were told that they can't even interview. And this happened with hundreds of people, not with just one person. And then they said, look, we don't know when the appointment will be, but you will be contacted directly via the contact information provided to you in the application form. So basically that you have provided your phone number or your email address, right? We'll contact you on that DS-160 number only, or on that CGI federal details only. But you won't really know when we will be rescheduling your slot, and we'll do it for you. So that's what they mentioned. Now, is this the right move, given that it's first off so hard to secure even a single slot for the US visa interview? As you guys know, most of you guys already know how difficult it is, right? Secondly, if you somehow manage to get one, they are performing actions which are basically completely different, right? So it's a technical issue, I understand that, but at the same point in time, it doesn't mean that you will be rescheduling the appointment without even telling the applicant in advance, right? They fly down to that place, and then when they're going for the interview, right, it basically appears that they can't even interview. So this issue recently happened. Now this raises the question: should you actually be making sure that your DS-160 location is the exact same as your actual interview location? Should you change it later on? The answer would still be no in most cases. Alright, it's not really required. Like I said, thousands of applicants who have sent, it's never been an issue. However, just to be safe, I would say why not, right? Because changing the DS-160, it takes a couple minutes, max to max, even if you've submitted it. And on top of that, it's always changeable in the CGI account. You can always add the new DS-160 details. So generally, that's how it works. And again, my recommendation would be that, look, to be safe, you can do it right now, at least for this year. I don't know about next year, probably there's going to be a different update. But it appears that they're not following their own guidelines for the completion of the DS-160, as mentioned on the official US Travel Docs website, if you take a look at it. All right, so that's basically how it goes, and hopefully I have given you some useful information over here. Please note that such information will always be shared on our YouTube and Instagram page, so make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye and take care.